Gotta love it when it feels like Christmas and springtime. You'll never guess what just showed up on my door. That's right, guys. It is the Sunjoe, the 15-inch or the second edition. Now, the interesting part about this is it's still 13 amps, and the original deck size on the version 1.0 was 12.5 inches wide. So they're claiming that this is a true 15 inches wide. I'm really excited to dive on in and figure out what this thing looks like. Well, what world am I gonna do? How am I gonna open this thing up? Tell you what, that's not a knife. This is a knife. Yeah, buddy. Sunjoe, what you got, buddy? What you got, Mr. Joe? Ah, it's pretty easy. Crap. Another useless bag. So setup took me all but about 5 minutes, and just true to the Sunjoe brand, they made some changes on the exterior. Looks pretty decent. I mean, all in all, the amperage seems the same. It runs at 13 amps, and they're really smart about the shipping. I mean, these things don't weigh too much. If the motor's the same, I'm anticipating that everything else is going to run and operate the same way that version 1.0 did. When we come around this backside, this is where you're gonna set your height. So typically when you're dethatching, it's gonna be on the 0, and when I'm scarifying, I'm doing -10. That's just kind of my go-to on this style machine. Now underneath, they have the same quick setup where you take an Allen wrench and you remove it here, and this whole assembly comes off, makes it really, really easy. Now the ultimate question is the additional 2.5 inches going to make this worthwhile? And is it going to run as reliable and consistent as the first version? Well, let's change this out just to see how fast and easy it really is. But over the years, I've been super impressed with how this goes. Righty tighty, lefty loosey. Pretty simple. Oh, that's not gonna work. So it turns out I was way off. It's a 10 millimeter socket. Let's get this out. We've used this a lot, and it's time to replace these tines. Out of the factory, here's the biggest difference between the two, and you can see one's 12.5 and one is 15 inches, and pretty impressed. I mean, the spacing of the tines is actually just about the same when it comes to it, but pound for pound, they almost feel the exact same weight. Obviously this one is longer, but I think that the design change has helped them save a little bit of weight. I think one of the only concerns that I have is if the grass is actually going to get caught in these channels, which I highly doubt it. Shoots out the back, no problem. From the top view, you can see the center channel has to deal with the brand new one that I bought, and the exterior ones are the version 1.0. Now the ultimate question is, does that 2.5 inches really make a big difference? That's what she said. But in my opinion, yes, it's gonna make a huge difference on the lawn. It's gonna save you a lot more time. Now that doesn't sound like it will, but I'll tell you what, with mowing, when you go from like a 17-inch deck to a 21-inch deck, it makes a big difference. Now for those of you that aren't too familiar with the Sunjoes, the Dethatcher, which is this one right here, is to get rid of surface debris. Now that's going to get rid of all the dead grass. Now a lot of you guys have a lot of dead over the winter because you didn't do your mow short enough, and that grass ends up matting downward and sometimes forming snow mold. So this is a perfect tool to get rid of that. Now this other tool that comes with it is called a Scarifier. Now this is gonna rip through the actual thatch. A lot of you guys get that confused. Debris is not thatch. Thatch is a root ball that's slightly above the surface and below the surface. Now, when that thatch gets out of control, it makes it difficult for you to get brand new blade growth coming out of it. So I use this to encourage new blade growth and to kind of rip and tear through that thatch. Now, this is great when it comes to overseeding a lawn. It's great where you have a dry spot, where you have verified that the sprinklers are 100% covering, which you can do with a water output cup test. But ultimately, the best solution that I've found is scarifying the lawn. Now, these units, the brand new one comes in at $179 if memory serves me right. And they've got a super sale on model 1 or version 1 for about $119. Now, is the extra 2.5 inches worth the extra money? For a guy like me where time is money, I just don't have a lot of time on my plate, the second version, hands down, is a no-brainer. Now, the most important part to this Dethatcher is the extension cable. Now, I got this one from Harbor Freight. I want to say it was like 75 bucks. I've got links in the description of the video, but you have to have a 100-foot 12-gauge cable. Now, if you go 50 feet, you can get by with a 14-gauge cable, but I still don't recommend it. These draw a lot of amps. Now, when it came to version 1.0, you're probably wondering, how long did it last? Well, I ended up dethatching my lawn and about 10 others before I started loaning it out. Then I started loaning it out aggressively. I ended up loaning it out about 15 times. Now, you have to understand, when you loan it out, every lawn is commonly a virgin lawn where you are pulling a ton of debris, just a ton, and you're putting it through the ringer. Now, this thing just kept on trucking. Now, my suspicion on why it broke is because the second to last time that I loaned it out, they didn't take my extension cable. Now, I've read through all the reviews, and most of them, again, like I said before, people burn these out real quick, and my suspicion is they don't have the right cable for it. Now, the second to last guy didn't take my cable. Then the last person to use it said right out of the gates it just wasn't running right. And I felt really bad because literally my mission was just to break this thing. You know, that was it. I wanted to see how many times it could last. And ultimately, it was about 25 virgin lawns that we got out of it. Now, how many square feet was that? Probably averaged about 4,000 square feet of lawn. I had a couple of these lawns that were 10,000, 15,000 square feet. Managed it like a boss. So if you have any hesitation, don't. This is a fantastic product to buy, but let's get the new one on the lawn. Let's see how it feels and go from there. Now, my first impressions are actually really good. It feels a little bit higher quality. There's something about the way that the drum is shaped that it feels like it's grooming a little bit better. Just to show you on the lawn, you can see the stripes that are occurring in it. You know it's getting in there really, really well. Now what I want to do is I want to show you in the bag what's happening, because it's picking up a lot of debris. Now, traditionally, I'm not going to recommend that you use the bag very often unless you're just picking up surface debris. Now, one thing I didn't notice, but they put this little handle here that's very convenient. But I'm still pulling out a lot of good live tissue, a lot of good dead tissue, but you can see all the debris in here. It's pretty significant. Like, it's just, most of it is just wood chips and, again, all those seeds. But it needs to come off the lawn because I'm going for golf course quality here, and we want to make sure that we get everything out so everything has a really good chance of forming new growth and getting this material out of the way. But so far, very, very pleased. I got about half a trash can full of just debris. Now, a lot of this is good soft tissue, but that's just kind of part of the process. It's gonna happen. There is a significant amount of dead in here. Got a little bit of thatch. I have a little bit of thatch, which we would call the crown. That's where the top of the thatch is reaching the surface, and that is totally okay to remove. I'm really excited to jump into this Sunjoe 2.0 or the 15-incher. I've gotten really addicted to using the Sunjoe. It's just teeny tiny, it's easy to move around, but I think we need to test out the Scarifier. So let's get to it. Let's see how it runs on the lawn. A common question I get asked all the time is, can you dethatch and scarify on the same day, and in what order? Now, you can absolutely do both services the same day. I prefer to dethatch first because you want to get rid of all that topical debris so it doesn't get in the way. And a lot of you guys are logical thinkers and you're thinking, okay, well, what if I just scarify? Is that a one and done type scenario? The answer is no. Even some of the high-end reps of Owlet, they're recommending that you dethatch 4 days in a row, because as you get a lot of the debris out and as the grass is growing, you're going to be loosening debris and then pushing it upward when the grass grows. So that's why they're recommending to do that. But me, I prefer to get the debris out of the way first, then scarify. Keeps it a little bit cleaner, but could be wrong, just a preference. I've been very pleased with this machine. You can see I ran the scarifier. It's pulling a ton of debris. I pulled out, I don't know, half a dozen or more little tiny pebbles that could potentially get into my reel mower. And the scarifier is pulling thatch, like you can see. Now, it is a little bit of a pain in the butt to clean off. My suggestion is to use a backpack blower because raking it takes so much longer and it's not as effective. Good old Sun Joe, out in the sun with the Sun Joe. I'll tell you what, it does a good job. Like, this second version has just reinforced my love for that scarifier and dethatcher. I'll show you, it just does a bang up job. Now, it's hard to capture on camera, but you can see the grooves as if you took a bow rake through here. But when we start getting close, you'll notice now there's no debris like whatsoever, and we've actually cut into the thatch layer and kind of exposed the crown or the top of the thatch layer, which is awesome. The machine just does a good job. It really gets the debris up. Okay, so I'm kind of excited but a little bit bummed, but I found a design flaw in the Sunjoe 2.0, right? This 15-inch, and it almost shocked me. Let's take a look. So I gotta say, everything was going really smooth, but one thing I noticed is you've got these vents, and I think that they're to both cool the machine off, but look at this one. Completely caked. This one, completely clean. Now, what I can't tell is there's a cowl in here, and then the airflow goes off to the side. But this got so plugged up, there's no airflow coming out of this side. So the pain in the butt about this is I gotta remove all 4 of these screws just to get this off and to clean it. Okay, so here's the thing. When we peel this back, let's see if I can get you a sneak peek. It's got the motor in it, right? Let's see here. Okay. You got the motor, but those 2 pillars, the green pillars, I don't know if they're glued or how they're sticking on there, but you can't get this off, which is kind of crazy because that is an air filter, but I don't think it's that big of a deal because there's not a ton of debris in there. I'm kind of wondering if that's just by default. So, but I don't think squirting it with water is going to do much. Back to the Fisher-Price toy, this news at 9. I'll tell you what, ultimately, I'm actually really happy with it. This thing is super portable, super light. The nice thing is that maybe I haven't hammered home yet, storage, super simple. If you just take these levers off, it takes 2 seconds. Well, I don't know, not 2 seconds. Longer than 2 seconds. But this thing breaks down, so that way it doesn't take up a lot of storage space. You could technically take it off from here to here, but there's a little bit more hassle on that. But really breaks down the way that you'd want it to. I mean, there's just not a lot to it. I'll tell you what, if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, hit me up in the comments below. You know I'd love to help you guys out. Till next time, guys, it's the Pest and Lawn Ginja. This is the Sunjoe 15-inch, and it's a goodbye. See ya.